Welcome back to From Nine to Mom.
Where we discuss balancing the 9 to 5 hustle with the beautiful chaos that we call motherhood. And we're talking about the unbalanced balance today because I've about had it.
Yeah, I feel like, and this is the thing, like we come into recording, and I feel like the past few weeks we've been in a mood. Like 2026 is very interesting. January was the longest month ever, which I know a lot of people relate to, but pretty much everyone on the East Coast, unless you're down in Florida, if you're in Florida, just turn this episode off, quite honestly. Or if you're in California, like just turn it off. Like you don't need to listen today because we're going to bitch about weather.
Yeah, but they get it in a different way, but not the way that we do. And I'm going to Florida tomorrow and it's only 35 now.
Yeah, I guess you're right. So everyone's feeling a little bit of it, but like we had 3 snow days in January.
Yes.
You had multiple, but then also these e-learning days, which is hilarious.
Yeah, these e-learning days, we need to do like I need to talk to whomever decided that this was a good idea. I understand the fact that like we have only so many days that they allot off and they're trying to make it so the kids don't have to go to school later, but please for the love of God for working parents, e-learning is not just in kindergarten. I was like, "Oh, cool." It was 45 minutes on a Zoom call with the kids being like, yo, bros. Duh, duh." Now it's 45 minutes. It starts. They have to have their own tablet or whatever. They have to know how to log themselves in and unmute and unmute themselves. And these poor freaking teachers, Katie, they have the emojis. Ryan probably told you they're like, first grade is like another level. They're like
Yeah.
not listening, emojis
No.
everywhere. And then you do this 45-minute to an hour thing. And then there's a full packet that comes home
Yeah,
with
that's wild.
every subject. And if your kid is like mine, whom I love dearly, but has to be prompted for everything, on you're literally trying to take 8,000 meetings, do your work, all while being a teacher that I did not finish school for. So not good.
No, I agree. And I think like coming from the other side of it during COVID, we did not have kids here, but Ryan was doing e-learning for the whole pretty much
Yeah.
second half of the year, right? And I I wish I remembered who I think he had 4th grade
I
at
think you
the
did
time.
too, if I
He
remember
had
correctly.
to have. He had to have. It wasn't 1st grade, he only did for a year. He did it for a second, and he didn't wanna go back. But 4th grade and, like, keeping these kids on there. So I think, like, the first thing is that, like, when it's a spontaneous e-learning day, how do you guarantee that the kids have a device?
You don't. You give up yours. That's what I did the first few times. There weren't packets or anything. It was
So
like
it's like,
on
"Cool, I work at home. Here's my company-issued laptop that you now get to use for e-learning."
like
Like,
in mine at least,
full
I can
circle
use mine.
taxes,
Some
like
people have VPNs like that you have to like, what do
yeah.
you do?
Right, like, on your phone.
Yeah,
They're
that's
doing they're doing Zoom on the phone, but that's where, like, it's honestly, that's where it's like, do they only do e-learning in areas that they know that people can they all have like, you know what I mean? Like, how does everyone do e-learning? We don't do it up here anymore, but it's because New York State, like, has snow days built
you.
in to
But
their
even so, like
budgets and that.
you guys had so many snow days. I remember wearing my clothes inside out, PJs
Begging.
backwards, just watching the ticker at the bottom of the news station,
Yes.
hoping that they'd be like
Yes.
Buckman Heights, like whatever it was.
I always had, like we in our house, it was always watching it, and ours was I went to, a high school with ST, so it came after all the saints of, like, all the
I was
yeah.
at minus, so I was first, so I knew I was
Oh, yeah.
disappointed early.
Always, and we just would always be like, "Oh, they're never stop," like, they never stop, but yeah, we used to beg for snow days. I vividly remember my mom driving us to school one time because it was so bad out, and she's like, "I don't trust the bus to bring you."
No,
Like,
one time my mom, when I got my driver's license, we thought it was gonna be a snow day, and it was when I first got my license, and she's like, "You don't know how to drive yet in the snow. Let me teach you." And guess who got in a little fender bender on the way to school? Sherry's Berries. Just smack because there was nothing that could stop them from having school. There were
yeah,
people in snowbanks. You are going to school here. If you're anywhere in the and it's getting bad pretty
it's
much in Europe.
chilly.
If it's chilly, Katie came to visit me last week and it was beautiful, but
No,
she almost didn't make it here because of
the
the
drama.
ice storm, the snowmageddon, whatever it was. And then 5 days later, we have a real snowmageddon and the kids were already off. Oh my gosh. I just got literally, I can't make this shit up. KCA closed February 3rd due to refreezing. Unfortunately, due to freezing overnight, temps and unsafe back roads and parking lots, we're going to close tomorrow, which means Colton is closed because they only close if Fort Mill. Sorry, I'm telling you where my kid goes to school, but they only, you know where I live. They only close if the kid's school closes.
I'll edit it.
And I'm flying to Miami tomorrow for work. So
It's going
cool,
really
cool.
well.
I'm
Yeah,
not having an anxiety with
you're
that.
not getting out tomorrow and you've spent so much time today packing.
Guys, I haven't washed my hair. If you're watching this on YouTube, I need you to understand, it's been so bad here, and my kids have been sick. So I haven't washed my hair since Thursday. Thursday.
But let's talk about our beautiful Dry Bar blowouts. Shout out to
Like,
Dry Bar. Please put one in Rochester, New York.
we
Somebody
need to
please
talk
buy
about
a
franchising
franchise.
at this point.
I will be the first person to sign up for the Barfly membership. But yeah, that's crazy. We don't have any I mean, we just get snow every day, so it's like business as usual. It's like a big requirement for that, but I do feel like it's gotten softer in upstate New York, specifically Western New York, that everyone's getting snow days constantly. So I don't know if there's like they have to use them now and there's no like I don't know the rules like but they get like they build in a certain amount.
They do. You guys do. So then it's like, okay. Because that's the other thing. I was just saying this about like Colton. He's like, Mommy, I really want to date. Like, I want to go play with you. So you want to go? We never get snow. Like, this is the most snow that
Right.
like, the Carolinas has ever seen. And I was talking to people who are like, oh, I moved there in 2006. I've never seen snow like this. So, like, you want to go hang out with your kids and play with your kids, but you have work and they have schoolwork. So it's, I feel like snow days are still tough, right? Because you're still working and now your kids are home with nothing to do. But at least, like, you can, like, I don't know, throw on Bluey or Peppa Pig. She came off holiday for this one
Came out.
special event, but, like, I'm trying to, like, teach and then I sent you that video this morning of Daisy playing the drums, Colton screaming and writhing on the
I
ground,
can't
and
go
he's like,
anywhere.
"I have to go on a meeting. Can we just
Can we stop playing the
please,
drums for a
please?"
second? It's hard though because and I really can't complain too much because all of our stuff pretty much revolves around Ryan. If there's a snow day, Ryan's off. And when
Yeah.
he's off, he's off. So it's very nice. And our schools are so close that if Ryan's off, Jack's school is going to close and then daycare follows Ryan's schedule. So like we're always covered, but having him in the house is also different when you're trying to work at home.
Yes.
So it's just like there's too many things, and then it's like you can't take a day off like, you can't take the day off because it's a snow day when you work at home. That's frowned upon, I feel like. They're like,
That's
"Why are you
no.
taking off?"
You can't take off, and then you
Right.
also can't not be on camera, but you also can't like, you have to be like, it's you can't do anything. I can't do anything right, and there's been moments, no joke, I would be lying if I said that in the last few weeks with all this stuff going on, like, there was a day where I went in my closet, tears streaming down my face, like, being like, "I can't do I
I'm
don't
like, "Let's do this."
I'm suck at everything," and it's not even that, like, last night the full moon was last night, so you know I do.
It looked beautiful.
It was amazing. But I did my little ritual and, like, you it was different this time. I know, roll your eyes all you want, but I was in such a good mood, like, going to bed
Good.
last night and then waking up this morning, and it's not that I'm, like, not even in a good mood, I'm just like, "Oh my can we catch a break?" Like, no. The answer is no, no, you can't. If you're a
You
working
don't catch
mom,
any breaks.
you don't get breaks. None.
I saw a thing on Instagram that was like, "Let's just January didn't happen. You have a fresh month. Today's like the first Monday of the month, right? Like new thing." But then um I was laughing because Jack got in the car today and he goes, "The groundhog, did he see a shadow? Didn't whatever one means
Whatever it
6
was, he
months of
said
winter."
spring's coming.
He goes, "It's only 6 days, mommy. It's not that bad." I go, "Honey, it's 6 weeks. This means it's going into March." He doesn't get that, but, like, he's like he was trying to be all positive. I go, "No, like, this is it." And he is so ready for vacation. I'm like, "The kids
That's
catch
how
on
good
at
your
4
dad
years
is.
old. They're like, 'I'm sick of this.'"
Well, that you want they're sick of it. They're all like and they just want your attention. Like, they're like, "Can you hang out with me?" And you're like, "Oh my god, I have so much to do." The text I sent my mom
They get so
before
bored too
we
if
started
there's not
recording,
school.
I said, "Coco's so cute, and I feel awful working and packing and cleaning, like, while he's sitting here asking to play with me, but, like, I don't have a
But,
choice."
like, these are the days that you're supposed to be, like, getting all those things done, and now there's no school tomorrow, and you have to leave, and, like, being the parent that stays home with them when there's a snow day, right?
Yeah.
Because like, Jordan's gotten a couple, right? But he mostly still goes in.
Yeah, he still has to go in because the houses are still being built, so, like,
Yeah.
he went in
There's
this
no
morning, he's here this afternoon, he got home, like, around 1, which was really nice, but, like, now tomorrow, my mom usually works in the mornings, and then Daisy goes to daycare, but now daycare just told us we're closed, so after this, I have to go figure out but then also everyone at work's gonna wanna know why I didn't answer their 67 questions in the last hour because I'm traveling tomorrow for 4 days for work, and I have to have everything ready for that and have my family prepped because if I don't write everything down, or like, get groceries, like, nothing here is open. Nothing.
that's also a problem, like, when they come out with the big snowstorms, like, what do you get and what do you, like, have on hand because it's impossible. The funniest thing too with that was, like, the other weekend, I got, like, fruit and stuff and I know I've posted before about, like, having enough fruit, but the recent obsession in our house is, like, cantaloupe, like melon. These 2 took down a whole melon in a day and a half, like, and I'm like, "I can't just order more." Like,
I
what
want you to be healthy. I want you I love
I
kids.
love it.
Do you
Love
wanna know
it.
what my kids ate? 2 things of gluten-free Oreos. 2, like,
Those are the
full
best,
like,
though. Those
we
are the best.
I can hear my mom in the kitchen right now being like, "Why, God, why? What did you deserve this?" And you feel bad because your mom like, with my mom, the kids she's a grandparent, she's already done this once, and then on top of it, because all the kids are, like, having fun and whatever, Colton's best friend comes over here today to play, and now you have 3 kids, and it's just anyway, go back to the watermelon because
Well, you
there's
try to, like
I couldn't get strawberries, I ordered food today, there's no fruit, there's never like, but you
there's
can order all the junk.
everything's yeah, order any shelf, healthy things.
Do I need some candles? Is that what your kids want as presents now?
Always. Everyone wants everything,
I'll
and
get you
I'm
a little,
trying
like,
to start
cool, like, shape maker,
I should, but no. Like,
but no.
you think Calvin cares about the shape of it? He's shoveling it in his mouth as quickly as
Calvin
he can.
is feral, no, he does not care.
This lady followed us around BJ's, so, like, Sam's Club or Costco for anyone that doesn't know, BJ's up here, and
Not the
this
dirty
lady
BJs.
no, but this lady kept following us around, she's like, "They're so cute," and then she's like, "Are they twins?" And we were all together, and, I was like, "No, like, they're 2 and 4," and she's like, "Oh, wow, yeah, what are you feeding that one?" You're right, I just am giving him protein shakes and, like, every kid's different, I don't know what to tell you, like, it's just so funny, but, yeah, that kid can take down a melon, so if there's ever another snowstorm, I'm getting a whole
47,000 melon.
bushel, the whole
I went and
container.
got, like before the ice storm, I got all these, like, crafts and books and all this stuff to keep them occupied.
Let's
They
be
had them
real.
done before the ice even thought about coming, like, they couldn't stop themselves.
No, it's everything you plan is done, and then you sit there and you go on I, like, go on Instagram, I try to find, like, fun activities for them to do. They don't last or like, I'm not bringing a tub of snow in my house for it to get pushed all over the
Did I
ground.
do that
I
yesterday?
appreciate for everyone that their kids
I
sit
did
there
do
and
it.
watercolor.
I did do it yesterday. I brought the snow inside. How much
I
do you hate me
can't.
right
I
now?
can't do I can't. I'm like, "No, like, we're not do we can go" but that's the other problem up here is that it's snowing, but we can't go outside because it's under 10 degrees. So I can't
I
bring
know,
my
a
little
lot,
children
actually.
out there to get frostbite, and they don't keep Calvin takes his gloves off immediately, and then his hands are pink. I'm like,
You have to
"Okay,
see the
you"
scariest snowman you've ever seen in your life. We finally made one today. It's terrifying.
I love it. But it's, like, fun when you don't get it all the time, right? Like, it's you have to
Totally
take
different.
advantage of that, but, like, for us to get another snowstorm that whatever weekend and then to, like, line up these activities of things, I'm like, it lasts 4 seconds. Like, I need actual tried and true, like, 20-minute activities.
I genuinely don't know. Like, and I've told you this so many times. I don't know how you guys do it. I don't know how you live up there. I don't know how you find enough stuff to do. These kids are insane. I can't keep cooped up. And like you said, we can go outside, but like that's a lot to ask of a person. Like, hey, FYI. And then there's already no space for anyone, right? You work from that, you work from home, you
Mhm.
live at home. Now your kids apparently go to
Everyone's here.
school at home. We're e-learning.
Yeah. Yeah.
I how do you guys do I don't know how you do it. We get stir crazy in 15 minutes, like, we're all outside,
I
like,
know. We all love it, but, like, our family, we love being home. Like, we like to enjoy the mortgage.
yeah, I don't wanna enjoy my mortgage, B, like, I just can't, like,
But, like, you have to remember too, if it gets above 35 here, we're gonna go to the zoo.
that's very true, you do that all
Like,
the time.
all year
Like,
round,
it's
we go
like
to the we bundle
35
up and
for
go.
us was the ice storm, as you
Right,
know.
right. So it's just it's, like, different, but, like,
There was a 100 car pileup on my thruway.
there was one up yeah, like, it's crazy, the amounts of,
But
accidents
also
and,
it's
like,
like
crazy shit that's happened.
it's a little crappy, like, cars that are, like that should not be driving fast, that are, like, no fear, like, "I got this, I can drive in snow," and they give kids permits at 15 here, like, what are they thinking? Or
Yeah, it's
licenses,
bad.
you can drive at 15, like,
Go
what?
ahead.
He's
Yeah,
no, absolutely not.
I know. I think the biggest thing, like, is figuring out how to have food, activities, and, like, how to get outside every day during this, and I am so thankful I don't have to do e-learning. I just have a snow day because I don't know how I mean, I would know how I would survive it. Ryan would just go into his element and, like, do the e-learning. I can't wait to watch him do homework with the kids, like, when he has to sit with the kids and do
Seriously?
homework. Jack's
That's
here
what
now, and he's jumping on the couch staring at me.
see, like, that's so, like, cute. Ryan gets to be, like, your little homework guy. I like dreading.
Do you wanna come say hi? Um, yeah. It is just, like, it's different than being home all the time. You gotta talk into the microphone. Say something. I hope somebody's watching this.
Hello.
Say something into the microphone.
Hello.
So, yeah, I think it's gonna be, we still have
Hello.
I opened
Hello.
I opened the thing. This is the first time that anyone's really well, Daisy's been on.
Yeah. Or we can't help it. I mean, come on, they're home. There's no
This isn't
school,
snow
nothing's
related. This is just
open, the world is shut down.
yeah,
This is our lives now.
it is, and I think we have 6 more weeks, so I hope everyone enjoys the rest of Snowmageddon.
I know it's just gonna be and then we have spring break, like, literally.
Yeah.
It
Thank
never
goodness
ends.
I'm going to Florida.
I'm gonna move like,
I
Costa
moved
Rica.
away from Florida, everyone. I
Yeah,
used
that
to
was
live
a
there.
wow. I
Grass
mean,
isn't always greener.
no. It doesn't clearly, it does matter what we do, and Katie and I are not negative people. We had a very good week last week. We're very positive human beings. It's just more like I'm not doing very well at all the things
I'm
right
not
now.
doing well. I'm just not doing well.
I don't know, what did I say to you when I called you this morning? What was the first thing I said to you? I can't remember.
Somebody why aren't we rich yet?
Aren't we rich yet? Because I was like, "Please, God."
I would have because our podcast consists of that. Or we should be encouraging you all to go do things, but this is the realness of it. Like, how are we like, what
Our
else
encouragement is
can we
this:
do?
you're gonna survive. We're all gonna survive
Yeah,
together, but it might not be pretty, and that's
yeah,
okay. What you
yeah.
see on Instagram and TikTok is not always real, okay? It's
It took
alright.
them 3 hours to record the snow inside watercolors, and their floor is probably stained
Yes, their floor stained. Their kids might have had fun. Maybe. We don't know. We don't know.
for 2
Either
seconds.
way, good
I know.
good for them too. Good for them too, but that's not there was a lot of behind the scenes that went into that.
Alright, well, I think with that, we need all the time we can get this week, so we're gonna clock out
And
and
clock
clock
back
back
into
in.
whatever this is, but everyone, you've got
It's
this.
not 9 to 5 anymore, it's the
And
24 hours.
my affirmation that I chose yesterday, by random chance, I choose happiness because happiness is all around me as I cry
Nice.
in my closet. Bye, everyone.